Today's video is a textbook example of how quickly company policy, GDPR myths, and police authority get tangled together. What starts as a man calmly filming from public land spirals into threats of trespass, data protection confusion, and a 999 call over a camera. Watch closely, because this case exposes how easily lawful activity can be misrepresented and how important it is to understand where corporate rules end and actual law begins. Stay with this one, because the contradictions pile up fast.
Yeah. So that chappie does actually have an SIA back license on him, on his coat. But he's being approached now from the right, I think. Hiya.
Can you stop recording, please, so I can have a discussion with you?
Why can't you have a discussion with me while I'm recording?
Because you're not allowed to record on our premises.
What's your name? Jamie?
My name's Jamie. I'm
Nice to
the
meet
Senior
you.
Ops Manager for Amazon Logistics in the Southwest.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Can I just inquire what you're up to?
Just making a little video around the area, to be honest.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that on our property, so if you could do it from off our property.
Is that against the law, is it?
It's not. Yes, it's not allowed for us to be for you to be filming on.
Is that against the law or is that a policy?
It's be our policy. Yes.
Do I work for you?
No.
Do I sign up to your policies?
No, but I would encourage you if you could not. I'll report it up in terms of civil authorities if you continue to.
Okay, that's fine. There's not a lot they can do about it either.
Yeah, but if you could not walk around anywhere near anywhere and record any of our buildings.
But there's a public reception there.
You need permission to record people. It's a GDPR requirement. So
GDPR.
I don't give you permission to utilise.
You know do you know who GDPR applies to?
Pretty much everybody.
Organisations.
Yeah.
I'm not an organisation. I'm a person.
Okay.
It doesn't apply to me.
Well, I'll leave you with our security team.
Go for it.
And so they just need to know you're not allowed. You're trespassing currently on our property.
Cool.
So,
So where's your property line end? Begin. Sorry.
Up against this, if you can just stare to the end of the
So when the
line,
bricking starts,
yes,
that's your property.
If you stand on that path on the other side, you're good to go.
Okay, cool. Alright, well, as soon as I've been asked to leave, I will leave.
That's really kind of you, thank you.
But obviously, trespassing is a civil matter. Until I've been asked to leave your property, then it's not trespassing.
No, so
but now you've asked, I will
thank you,
leave.
that's
That's
really
fine. But again, I will still be recording from the public footpath.
Yeah, of course you can.
But yeah, it's.
Is there anything I can help you with at all?
No, not at all. It's literally just coming past. It's like a really big site. I didn't know it was out here. So is this for the whole of South West, this depot?
No,
or is
this is just for this sort of extra area.
Just for the extra area, is
so
it?
We have multiple sites across the region. This
Okay.
is one of them.
There you go, interesting, yeah. I just go around all sorts of places making videos and other things that I find interesting, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fine, not a problem. If you want me to leave, I'll go stand over there. No worries.
Yes, if you could, more than happy if you to record just off the premises.
Yeah.
But yeah, no problem.
Alright, no worries. Cheers, Jamie.
Thanks very much.
Right away, we see the first major misconception. The manager leans heavily on company policy, implying it somehow overrides public rights. But here's the reality. Internal policies bind employees and invited guests, not members of the public standing on publicly accessible land. Policy is not law. You don't sign up to private rules just by walking past a building. This confusion is extremely common and often leads to unnecessary escalation. Ask yourself, how many confrontations like this start because someone assumes authority they simply don't have?
Ooh, computer screens on display. Computer screens on display. That's not good. Right there. It's a sort of back of house sort of area. Keep in mind, everywhere I've walked so far, there's not been any signage saying no pedestrian access, no unauthorised access, or anything like that. But yeah, those computer screens there should not be on display. You alright? Yeah, just noticed as I'm walking around, all your computer screens in the office there, they're all facing the window. That's quite a breach of GDPR. Obviously, I don't know what you record on the computers, but if there's any personal information on those screens, obviously that's a huge breach of GDPR.
Are you recording?
I am at the moment, yeah.
You do have to ask for my permission if you want to record me.
Of course I don't.
Okay, yes you do have to. Under the Data Protection Act, you have to ask for my permission.
Do you know who that applies to?
Yes, I do.
Who does that apply to? Organisations.
This is an organisation.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Okay, I'm asking data protection.
Yeah.
You are not allowed to record
But
without my
I'm
permission.
recording from a public place. So that's Karen there from Eon. It's protected by Mighty. Anything I would say that it's protected by Eon, by Karen from Eon. So I saw her telling a couple of other people that I was here. So what we do? Oh yeah.
Notice how GDPR is immediately weaponized here. GDPR is frequently misunderstood as a blanket ban on filming people, and that's simply wrong. GDPR regulates organizations processing personal data in a structured way. It does not stop a private individual from filming what they can lawfully see from public space. Ironically, invoking GDPR incorrectly can distract from real data protection failures, which, as we're about to see, are actually happening inside the building.
There, by the way. But I could walk in that door, you know. I'll walk in. Now they're panicking. See if they go close that door. Again, keep in mind that not a single person has actually asked me to leave. My lens just got a bit of rain on it, I think. Bear with me, guys. Whoop. So that cleared it up a bit, there we go. Yeah, so that door down there is wide open. Just told him that, you know, obviously I can walk right in that door. But so yeah, they're going to call 999 for a man with a camera. Let's have a wander around here, see what Karen's... Blinds? Have you got blinds? Pardon? Yeah, no, I certainly haven't got blinds or anything. But that's it. Karen don't want to use her computer while I'm here. Hey, there we go. Somebody went down and closed that door down there, which is good. If anything, what I've done here today is alerted them to a security breach. I could have been anybody with nefarious intent. I could have just walked straight into that building and done anything, all sorts.
This is where the irony peaks. While staff are focused on the camera outside, sensitive information is visibly displayed on computer screens facing public windows. That's not hypothetical. That's a genuine data exposure risk. GDPR exists to prevent exactly this. The responsibility lies entirely with the organization to secure screens, manage visibility, and protect data. Filming something already exposed doesn't create the breach. The exposure does. So here's the real question. Who is actually creating the risk?
Telling lies, but it's all on CCTV because they got CCTV all over the building. So there we go.
Okay, so I was fine.
Yeah, just move out the road, sorry.
Privy to the conversation that Dave just had, because hear about you, to be honest.
That's cool.
What's going on today?
I was just around the area doing a little recording out in public. Went down to Amazon and walk around the site up there. It was a business park site. Noticed the Eon site here. Had a walk around. Went down to the Exeter North Airport bit down there. Had a walk around. Noticed they had, as I was walking up just over there, they had one of their doors wedged open. So I was going to go up to reception to tell them that it was open. Obviously, it's a security risk for them. Because I noticed it on the way down to the airport bit.
Yeah.
On the way back up, it was still open. So I thought I'd let them know. So the door was locked, so I was going to go around, knock on their window and let them know.
Yeah.
I was going around there, obviously they were on the screens and that, they saw me, came to the door, and said to them, just noticed while they're there, obviously they're breaching GDPR because their computer screens are all facing the window for a publicly accessible point, which is a breach of GDPR on their part. As soon as I mentioned that, she just got funny and said, you can't record, you have permission to record me, and all that, and I said, I don't need the permission to record you.
So in a public place you don't.
No, exactly.
Private place, which that is private.
Yeah, if I were
with a conditional access.
no, that's it. Yeah, but
if they've asked you to leave and stop recording.
But the thing is, nobody not once has asked me to leave.
Okay, if that's what you're going to say. Then.
Yeah. I mean, it's all recorded.
If they have asked you to leave and you're not there for kind of recording, then
Yeah, that's civil trespass.
Yeah,
but it doesn't mean I can't
If
record.
it steps into the realm of like aggravated trespass and things like that. Ultimately, I just want to make sure that there's not any issues down here.
Yeah, no,
They've
that's-
decided to call us.
Yeah.
At some point, I think.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
not saying what has or hasn't happened, but somebody
Yeah.
said they might have felt intimidated by your presence.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I can say I feel intimidated by yours,
Yeah, you could
so
say that, yeah.
you know what I mean.
No, I totally get what you're saying. If you're in a private premises and somebody else feels intimidated and as a result
Yeah.
of their lawful activities, regardless of what you're going
Yeah.
to say about GDPR and things like that,
Yeah.
if lawful activities are being disturbed,
Well, it's not lawful. Yeah, as I say, it's not lawful if they're breaching GDPR, is it? But
aggravated trespass.
yeah.
So,
But I'm not stopping them from doing anything.
no,
You know.
they're saying they.
Instead of fixing the problem, the response shifts to panic. Doors close, voices rise, and then the police are called. This is a classic escalation pattern. When people feel observed and uncertain about the law, fear replaces logic. Calling police over lawful behavior doesn't create authority. It just transfers the misunderstanding to officers who now have to untangle fact from exaggeration.
I don't know
Yeah.
why they're saying that.
No, literally. I mean, as soon as they didn't want to talk to me, I saw them pick up the phone. Like one of them opened the door after the first person, just looked at me and said no, and I saw them pick up the phone. So I knew they were going to call me. So I just stood there and waited for you guys because if they're going to waste your time bringing you out here, I don't want your time further wasted searching around the area for me. So I'll wait around
One of these
and deal with it.
type people that
Yeah, I just do videos for YouTube. Yeah.
out of sheer interest, I can see if I know.
Power to the proletariat. Go to get some badge numbers for you. You got 7220-8201. You're based at Exeter Police Station here.
We're from politics.
Oh, you're Honiton Police Station.
As well.
Oh, I'm a Honiton boy, born and raised. Yeah.
My suggestion, my friend, is obviously I'm asking you to leave the area.
Yeah.
This is obviously going to be private land.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
conditional access the public have. I would suggest they've now withdrawn that access.
They haven't told me that.
Okay. We can find that if we need to.
Yeah,
But I'm going to ask you to leave the area.
You can't ask me to leave the area. That says a dispersal order in place.
If they've then withdrawn your permission to be here,
But they need to inform me of that, don't they? You're not a person of their business. They need to inform that.
If they've asked me to basically say that you're not.
Yeah, but they haven't told you that yet, have they?
No, they
So
haven't.
you can't ask me to leave until such a time. Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
Ultimately, mate, I totally get
But-
why you do the things that you do. Sometimes you do get certain officers that are dicks and don't do things that they should be doing. I'm not here to give you a hard time.
Cool.
But,
I said, yeah, that's fine. If you find out they don't want me on their property,
do you want to just square that away, my friend? And
find out. Can you ask them where their property line is as well, please?
sorry,
Their property line.
property line.
Because obviously this road might be a private road, but obviously you got the Exeter Airport.
Both using-
Exactly, but you got the Exeter Airport down there, so I don't know if they own it, or if it's
Then
public.
wouldn't get into the territory of is whether or not, even if you do remain in a public area,
Yeah.
if your behaviour causes them harassment, alarm, and distress,
Mhm.
whether or not we then look at public order act offences. I don't want to really go down that route. I know.
To be fair, I know in the back of my hand what constitutes public order offences, section 4, 4A and 5, and my behaviour does not constitute that at all. So you could, if you wanted to charge me with that and take me in for that, it would be a no further action. You'd end up with a civil suit against yourself. So it wouldn't.
Here's a critical moment. Officers arrive with a version of events that doesn't match the footage. This happens often. Initial reports can include assumptions, exaggerations, or outright inaccuracies. Officers then have to decide, are they dealing with a crime or a complaint about discomfort? That distinction matters. Police don't exist to enforce corporate preferences, only law. And at this stage, no offense is clearly established.
No, like I said, once you guys left, I went over there to get a shot of the building because I was getting bored and cold.
Yeah.
So I was literally stood there doing a pan of the building, doing an outro to the video, and then you guys pulled up. So once you guys are gone, I'll probably stand where I'll stand.
I ask you to give me your name and details. You're going to say.
No, I'm not. No. But
obviously, if it gets to the stage where I suspect you might be committing offences, and I ask you, you do need to give me them.
if you arrest me for it, under suspicion.
Yeah, so
If you detain me, I don't have to. If you arrest me under suspicion, I have
If I
to.
suspect you of an offence,
Yeah.
okay, and you refuse to give me your details,
Yeah.
that would then give me a necessity to arrest you. If you give me your details, actually the offence can be dealt with separately without an arrest. That's how.
No. Under the law, you have to be. But once you're arrested, you're obligated to give your details. But you can't arrest me because I refuse to give my details. There's one piece of legislation in the UK that says I have to if you suspect me of it.
Section 50.
Exactly. That's the only one I have to.
Like, from my perspective,
But-
to explain it how it would be functionally used.
Yeah.
If I suspect somebody's committed an offence, I need to deal with that offence potentially.
Yeah.
If I don't know who that person is, because they won't give me a name, address, details, or anything like that, I then really have no option other than to arrest that person.
Okay, so you take me
Section
in.
24 of PACE basically
Right.
it covers all of that. The reasons
Okay.
for arrest and the necessities.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get to that.
I suppose what it is, if I willingly give my details and then you could be like, right, it's not an offence that I need to bring you into the station right now because you're not causing any immediate harm, you could come and find me later.
Yeah. So refusing to give your details wouldn't be the offence. It would just then provide a necessity for the arrest.
For the arrest, to identify me at the station. Okay.
Because otherwise, how could I reasonably deal with it? You need to be in the things like that where possible.
Yeah.
Go to practice, so we should do that elsewhere other than arrest if it's practicable and actually we don't need to arrest somebody.
I see where you're coming from with that, yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get where you're coming from with that.
I'm not here to argue with you. I know how the whole YouTube thing works. I find it quite interesting watching stuff.
Good.
Just out of interest, do you only upload the negative one?
No, I went to a police headquarters up in Cambridgeshire, did their headquarters and that, and I had a really, really positive interaction with PC Chris Hepworth. And I uploaded that, and I made a point to really highlight that video because, as much as we just show what we see really. Like, you guys have come out, you've been quite respectful. You know, you haven't tried to like. Yeah, exactly.
This exchange exposes a dangerous misunderstanding. In the UK, you generally do not have to provide your name and address unless specific legal conditions apply, such as arrest, traffic matters, or Section 50 situations. Refusing to identify yourself does not magically create an offense. Arrest powers require a suspected offense first. Getting this wrong risks unlawful detention, civil claims, and disciplinary consequences. This is why legal literacy matters, for both citizens and officers.
You need to do things. I'm going to ask you to do it, and if you don't do it, then I'm going to probably be sending you and possibly using some force. But
Yeah, but
hopefully we don't get to that bit.
well, exactly.
Sort it out.
But yeah, it's when people come out straight away, guns blazing, like, straight away. They didn't want to.
I know that you get a lot of views of police officers doing things that they shouldn't.
Oh, the negative ones, yeah, they get more views, 100%. 100%. I went to the headquarters up here about 3 weeks ago in Exeter. Awful, absolutely awful.
I think there's a certain element
But-
of understanding. Like, you can understand from like a policeman's point of view. I'm not suggesting you're doing anything like this, but if you've got somebody that just wanders into a police area, headquarters, police station, or whatever, I can understand why the officers are going to be a bit like, oh, hang on a minute, who are you and why are you here?
But the thing is, I don't know if you've been to the headquarters up at Exeter.
Yeah.
So as you drive around sort of the back entrance sort of way, there's a sign, there's a blue circle one that's got a pedestrian and cycle footpath sign on it. So I just carried on walking up there. I'd already been stopped on the corner by a PC, had a bit of a conversation with her. I said, well, I'm just going to walk along pavements, I'm going to stick to publicly accessible areas. So I was walking up there, they got the barrier for the cars, it's controlled by security, that's it, yeah. But there's no barrier for the pavement or anything, there's no sign saying no unauthorised access or anything like that. So, it's a...
I think that has now changed, isn't it? There's some
well, 3 weeks ago there wasn't, because that's when I did it.
Yeah, possibly, you might have the cause of that.
Yeah, hopefully.
There's no point in me coming here doing things that I shouldn't do, being horrible to you,
No.
being ridiculous, when actually it just makes me look like a mug if I do that.
Well, yeah.
Makes you a load of money, I guess.
It's not even that it makes you look like a mug. That's not even the main point. The main point is that the police shouldn't be acting like that. You know, at the end of the day, I've got nothing against the police personally. Exactly that. Act within your powers. Act reasonable.
Of, like, the common law side of it that comes in.
Yeah.
Things are a little bit less obvious.
Yeah.
A little bit more grey.
Exactly. Until somebody's committed a crime or suspected of committed a crime, there's nothing the police can really do. You know, apart from liaise between.
I know that you guys do plenty of research yourself. You probably educate yourselves quite a lot.
Yeah.
If we then come across offences,
Yeah.
Like if these guys are saying they don't want you on their premises, and you refuse to leave, I ask you to leave, you don't leave, and that would be based on.
In the end, no offense is found, no arrest is made, and the police leave. This case delivers 3 clear lessons. 1. Company policy is not law. 2. GDPR obligations fall on organizations, not cameras. And 3. Police powers are conditional, not automatic. Discomfort does not equal criminality. If you found this breakdown useful, hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more clear, no-nonsense body cam and legal analysis. Transparency protects everyone.